Let me ask you a question. What would you say is your best definition of success? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what's your answer? You can pause the video and comment your answers below. But chances are, if you were able to come up with an answer to this relatively challenging question, you were drawn to the pressure of giving an answer because of time constraints. And you are not alone, as this affects a great majority of us. The notion of giving quick replies and answers has somehow been ingrained in us, no matter what the question is. We tend to equate the ability to give fast answers with the person's skill and expertise. The faster the answer, the better. In addition, we were all told to avoid by all means the dreaded, awkward silence in our conversations. There must be no dead air or else we feel uncomfortable and a bit restless. But is awkward silence something to be avoided all the time? The rule of awkward silence says no. In fact, the rule of awkward silence says that there are times that this is necessary, and something that everyone needs to embrace. The rule of awkward silence is very simple. When faced with a challenging question, instead of giving an answer right away, you pause and think deeply about how you want to answer. And when it says pause, we are talking about a good 10 or 20 seconds, or even longer. This pause allows you to think things through before giving a response. Among the people who embrace the rule of awkward silence are no less than Tim Cook, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Steve Jobs. These men are universally considered intelligent minds. And all of them employ the rule of awkward silence when asked serious and tough questions. Not to mention, they are all highly successful and respected in their industries. During meetings at Apple, Tim Cook was known for long uncomfortable pauses, when all you hear is the sound of his tearing the wrapper of the energy bars he constantly eats. At Amazon, Jeff Bezos employs the same rule, but in a more structured manner. He spends the beginning of his meetings silently reading printed notes. This period of silence reportedly runs up to 30 minutes. The idea is to give time to all the participants to browse through the memo, to consider things deeply, and come up with potentially valuable thoughts and ideas, all focused and without interruption. Elon Musk uses this rule even for his interviews, events where you would think quick answers are necessary and expected. Garrett Reisman, an engineer at SpaceX, says this of Elon. If you pose to Elon a serious question, he'll consider it. And he'll kind of go into this, almost like a trance. He'll stare off into space. And you can see the wheels turning. And he's focusing all of his intellect, which is considerable, on this one question. The same rule was employed by Steve Jobs in 1997 during one of the company's conferences. Jobs just got back from Apple after being ousted from the company he himself founded. During this conference, an audience member took a shot at him, claiming that Jobs does not know what he was talking about. Steve Jobs used the rule of awkward silence to a T, producing such a winsome response to the insult. He was seen as taking a sip of water, then sitting, then thinking, and then thinking some more before giving out his answer. This allowed him not just to consider and organize his thoughts, but more importantly, to compose his emotions. So, should everyone embrace the rule of awkward silence? For people who are not used to this and trying it for the first few times, the feeling will certainly be uncomfortable. This is expected as you try to go against the grain of the norm. In our world today of instant gratification and non-stop action, this rule is more useful than ever before. The notion of giving yourself the opportunity to be thoughtful can be a breath of fresh air. We need to be convinced that fast answers are most often not the best answers. And there are times when awkward silence is necessary to consider better options. Time is simply a non-dispensable ingredient for insightful thought. And in a fast-moving world such as ours, it's becoming harder and harder to pause and think. The rule of awkward silence helps in developing critical thinking and is key to improving emotional intelligence. It's not hard to imagine that this rule naturally widens perspective and limits outbursts, both of which are key to better understand the question at hand. Now, it is possible that some people would think of you as lacking skill or even incompetent when you embrace the rule of awkward silence. Some could take your pauses to mean a deficiency in knowledge or understanding. However, the benefits of more insightful replies and holistic perspectives far outweighs this premature judgment. In the long run, people will start to appreciate and understand your pauses and learn the benefits of embracing those precious moments of silence. This is the rule of awkward silence, and how intelligent minds embrace it for better decision-making. So, what would you say is your best definition of success? This time, take the time you need and leave your answers in the comments below. If you like this, click the like button and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click on the notification bell for more contents like this. Thanks for watching.